Hi everybody, I'm Emily Good, and today we will do some chair yoga. I'll show you what a nice, deep, gentle stretch you can get even just in your office chair. I do recommend a chair with solid feet versus a rolling chair, but for a lot of these, we're really not going to do too much rolling around. So even if you were sitting in your office chair, you can kind of use your own judgment of which things you could do safely and which you might want to either move to the floor or find a different chair. So to begin, I'll show you really quick the props that I typically try to have nearby, but we don't always use them. You don't always need them. It's definitely worth, whether you have anything nearby or not, just jump into it. But even just a simple folding towel can help sometimes if you can't quite get a stretch. You can use it to get your hands closer together. A strap can be good if we're working on hamstrings, where maybe if you don't want to hold here, it'll let you fully extend. So it could be a belt, it could be a jacket. These blocks are also handy if you can't quite get your hands to the floor and you want to be able to have a nice firm surface to push against. A book could be helpful, but again, these are not required. These can just be a little helpful sometimes for your comfort. So to begin, I've got just a towel or blanket underneath my rear for my comfort. What you want is just a nice, solid, firm seat in the chair where your feet can be nice and firm on the ground. So if you need to scoot forward in your chair, lots of times that's helpful. So I'll just invite you to go ahead and find a comfortable but upright seated position. And I always close my eyes down for this. It just helps me to bring my focus into my body, take the focus off of the outside world, which is really what this hour together is about, is you focusing on your breath, your body. I'll give you guidance, but always listen to what your body says first. And so if there's some stretch that just your body isn't feeling it, don't push it. The most important thing is to be kind to yourself, be gentle, be really grateful for where you are today. Don't push anything past, a little stretch is good, but don't push into pain. So if you're comfortable with it, bring your eyes down to a close. Just begin to notice your breath. Is it rapid and shallow? Can you pay attention to it and maybe lengthen your inhale and exhale a little bit? In through your nose. Feel it filling your belly up, rising up into your chest. Maybe being aware of your chest opening, shoulders softening a little with each breath. You can sigh and exhale through your mouth. And just follow your own breath for the next few moments. And see if you can scan your body, starting at your feet, moving up with the inhale, and just notice, is there anywhere that you're clenching, holding tension in your shoulders, in your low back, that maybe you can just, once you're aware of it, breathe and try to relax and open that area, soften that area. Think about your shoulders with the inhale. You can bring them up gently with the inhale and then bring them back and down with the exhale. Just bring any little wiggles into your neck, into your low back that your body might be asking for, just to again lengthen, find rest and stillness in this posture. So just a few more breaths, kind of getting settled in to this space, your body in this posture, finding what's comfortable for you. Maybe bring the palms of your hands onto the top of your legs and just move them around, pat on your legs, just bringing awareness into your body. And then realize that there may be some part of your body that's kind of asking for your attention right now. My hands just kind of went to my low back. So see where your hands might be led on your body, just to give a little self-massage. Again, just bringing breath into whatever region of your body can use a little attention, little opening. This is something you can give yourself any time of the day. Just take a few minutes to pause, bring some awareness into where you might be holding tension, and just allow yourself to spend some time letting it go. It's really can be that simple, and those little bits just add up. Okay, so bring your breath again back into your body. This time let's feel where our feet meet the earth. And imagine with your inhale, you're drawing up energy up through your feet, up through your legs, through your hips, up through your torso, filling your chest. Think about your posture. See if you can imagine a little string pulling the top of your head toward the sky, pulling your ribs up away from your hip bones. Find a little length through your neck. Again, shoulders, think about bringing them back and down and opening through the chest, opening through your heart. Bring a little awareness into your neck. Start to make little movements to lengthen. I like to begin by bringing my right ear and just inviting it to fall gently toward my right shoulder. I'm not going to bring my shoulder up. I'm going to allow my ear to fall down toward the shoulder. You can do again little wiggles. And think about this left side of your neck that's lengthening. Just breathe into that area. Allow it to open and lengthen. When you're ready, you can roll your chin down toward your chest and find that same length in the back of your neck into your shoulders. Again, just breathe and lengthen. Whatever little micro adjustments your body is asking for, just respond to your body. And now let's bring our left ear toward your left shoulder, getting length in the right side of your neck. And one side might feel very different than the other side, and this is okay. Another thing to be good, it's good to be aware of. You might circle your jaw. Even give yourself a little massage to the jaw. See if there's any tightness there in the cheeks or behind your jaw, down into your neck. Again, your body will tell you what wants attention. So pay more attention to that than to what, my body is doing. But yeah, you can give yourself a little massage, pulling down on your neck, into your chest, shoulder blades. Again, check your posture, make sure you've not begun to hunch forward. See about opening, rolling your chest open and back. You can even reach behind you and hold onto your elbows. Just clasp each elbow. Take a few breaths there and really feel your chest open, expanding. And just take the next few breaths to place your attention in your breath, where your body can use it. Okay, you can drop your hands back into your lap. Let's spend a little bit more time opening up through the neck. So I'm going to bring my right ear toward my right shoulder, and now just gently place my right hand on top of the left side of my head, not pulling hard. I'm just going to gently put a little weight there, and then look up and to the left. I'm not going to strain my eyes, but just put my gaze up and to the left as I let my right ear drop toward my right shoulder very gently. We'll hold here for 20 to 30 seconds. And just notice if you notice any shift. Does it make you want to yawn or swallow? You're opening up through here. About 10 more seconds. And if it's uncomfortable for you, stop early, roll your shoulders out. No problem. Okay, I'm going to drop my hand, kind of reset in the center. Deep breath, shoulder rolls, opening. And then bring my left ear toward my left shoulder. My left hand on top of my head and just gently pulling, and then opening my eyes and putting my gaze up and to the right. Just long, deep breaths. No need to count them or force them to be long. Just a gentle stretch toward the left side. And again, you may notice little snap and crackle or pop or little opening, a little shift. About 10 more seconds, if you can hang with me. Okay. Drop your hand down to your lap again. Another little shoulder reset. Okay, should be feeling pretty nice and open through your shoulders. Let's now bring it into our ribs. So inhale and really think of stretching tall, pulling your ribs up away from your hips. You can physically put your hands on your hips, kind of hold them down. As you inhale, pull your chest up nice and tall. Again, sighing out that exhale, giving yourself little wiggles wherever that feels good. On the next inhale, I'm going to get both hands. Inhale all the way up. Again, stretching, pulling my rib cage up. And then you can drop your right hand to your right side and gently stretch over toward the right, getting a nice long line, and then your left side, breathing into these left ribs, the space between them. It might help to have your right arm come across you, kind of balance you a little bit in your chair. You may feel energy coming up through your hip, up toward the sky, out your fingertips. And just take one more good inhale and see if you can stretch a little deeper on the exhale. Nice. Okay, you can drop that hand down. We'll inhale up. Stretch tall in the center. And then exhale, drop your left hand and stretch over toward the left side, getting a nice long stretch in your right side. And you're going to keep your hip glued to the chair. I'm going to bring my left hand across my lap too, just to kind of aid in balance in the chair. So another inhale, see if you can go a little longer on the exhale. And then one more. Nice. Okay, drop your hands down. You can bring them back behind you again, and you can either hold on to your elbows or clasp your hands behind you, pulling your shoulders down. Just opening your chest up. You can again put your chin toward your chest, get a nice long stretch from the top of your head down the backs of your shoulders and arms down to your fingertips. Okay, let's walk our hips a little bit. So you're just acting like you're walking, just using your hips. So bringing one at a time up, forward and backward. And just be as exaggerated as you like in these movements. It's going to bring motion all through your torso, even your knees and ankles and shoulders. So just left, right. Get our hips warmed up. Nice. Just hip walking. Okay. So now come walk your hips back towards the edge of your chair. Bring your feet out wider than hip distance so there's room for your chest to come down between your legs. And we won't go there immediately. First, let's just go with a little more exaggerated. You're bringing your shoulder toward the opposite knee. So again, we're going to get more hip stretch here, a little opening on our inner thighs. You might get some snaps and crackles here too. I don't know if you can hear what's happening in my spine, but it's feeling really good. You can come down and make a little circle if you want. Bring your chest forward and back. You can do this as small as you like or as exaggerated as you like. Starting small is usually a good idea. So scooping your back, scooping forward, pushing your chest forward, and then when you come back, scooping, hollowing out your belly when you come back. So I'm inhaling when I'm forward, exhaling back, and then I'm going to change direction. You should be feeling this through your hips, your ribs, your knees are even getting a little bit of motion, a lot of motion in your shoulders. Okay, let's do a little cat and cow. So for cow, you'll pull your chest forward, you're arching your back, pushing your chest and chin up toward the sky with your inhale. And then exhale, pushing back, rounding your back, bringing your chest toward your chin and exhaling. So just do this on your own breath. Inhale forward, exhale, arch back. This is another great one just to do in your office chair when you just realize you've been sitting hunched with your shoulders creeping up as you read email and your body just needs a little break, a little shift. You can do this as slow as you like. And again, whatever wiggles. Something my body I always like to do is when I'm coming forward is push against my knees so it helps me to pull my spine even longer. Getting nice and warmed up through our spines. one more. Inhale, chin up, and then exhale, completely rounding. Okay, now come back up to just an easy sit, legs still open apart. And so now, just with a nice straight spine, just see about bringing your chest forward toward your knees, and then see if they can even kind of come between your knees. And I'm keeping my hands on my knees again and pushing back. It's a little hard to describe, but I'm pushing against my knees so I can pull my spine even longer. And so this is a place where you can, if you'd like to drop forward, you can have your hands on a block in front of you, or maybe they come all the way down to the floor. But we're just looking for long spine, head, the top of your head pointing in the opposite direction from your tailbone, and seeing about finding length there. And coming forward, you can always roll up if you want a little break. What I recommend is tucking your chin to your chest and then just gently stacking your vertebrae up if you need to come up for a little break. Or stay down. It's a nice compression on your belly, leaning forward. Just finding length. Depending on how much you've got, you can even come pull on the legs of your chairs. Let your head hang down. This is a great time to roll your jaw around. Find softness in your cheeks, in your jaw. You can shake your head no, nod it yes. Just move it around and really feel the weight of your head pulling your neck nice and long. And make sure you're not tight, carrying any tension. Really let go. Whatever little movements your body's asking for here. You can make little circles with your nose to one direction. Started to the left and then rotate. And again, be really gentle with your neck. Only do what it's asking for today. Come back down. Find a little more length. Okay, we'll roll up together. Head is the last thing to come up. Roll shoulders up, back, and down. Kind of reset here. Okay, let's do a little bit of twisting. So, same seat here. Inhaling up. And this time you're going to turn and place your left hand on your right knee. And just keeping your torso nice and straight. We're going to twist around behind. Right hand on the back of your chair. Looking over your right shoulder. And just take your time here as well. You're going to keep your knees pointing forward. And then just see if with each exhale you can get a little more twist. We're thinking about wringing out our torso like a wet rag. Just twisting it, and with the exhale, letting go of any tension. We're breathing out toxins. So big inhale. Big exhale, letting go of everything that you don't need. We'll do one more on this side. Then inhale up to the center. And then exhale to the other side. So right hand to left knee. Left hand on the back of the chair. Think of your spine nice and tall. It's twisting like a spiral staircase. Exhaling and squeezing just a little more deeply. inhale up. Exhale, let's go back to the other side. Notice how much more twist you have than when you first began. Again, always being gentle, listening to what your body needs. One more on this side. Inhale up to center. Exhale to the opposite direction. So your right hand to left knee. One more on this side. Okay, we'll inhale to center. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. So we're just going to push against our palms, opening up the chest. Scoot forward on your chair and just see how it feels if you can bring your elbows between your legs and just do a little stretch here. You're pushing your knees against your elbows, wiggling open, opening up your hips. See if you can, how open you can get here. Stretching nice and long. And then working your way back up. Now that we've got a little openness here, let's bring your knees, they're basically in line with your hips, not quite together, but not as open wide as they were. Bring your hands back up to heart center. And let's begin, here I might change my chair. Let's begin with your left elbow and see about bringing it over on the outside of your right knee. And can you get another little spinal twist here? So you're pressing against your palms, using that force to twist your torso. And again, you can look up over your shoulder or keep your gaze straight forward, whatever's comfortable on your neck. But your knees, just like with the other twist, are facing straight forward. So see if you can get a spinal twist to the point you're trying to get your palms back to the center of your chest. You can also open your arms up to that side. Even drop the top arm back behind you. Maybe you can even reach it around and touch your left thigh. Just a nice spinal twist. Wherever your body is today is perfect. Whatever feels like a nice, open, gentle stretch for you. You can bring your hands back to heart center. One more little stretch. Exhale. And then come up. We're going to kind of reset. You can walk your hips, reset them in the chair. And then we'll go to the other side. I'll move my chair so you guys can see me. But hopefully with all this, it's really not important that you're looking at me at all. Listen to the guidance and listen to what your body is guiding you to do. So we'll reset here and then we'll try it on the opposite side. So bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Bring in your spine nice and long. And see, and again, one side might be quite different than the other. I don't have as much range of motion on this side as I did on my left. I guess this is my right, I don't know. I guess I'm going left. So, see if you can lengthen your spine. Twist a little more at the exhale and bring your hands toward heart center, or your heart kind of toward your hands. And again, your knees are pointing forward. You're not twisting your hips in the chair. They're staying straight forward. Just twisting any deeper with each exhale. You can open up. You might find a little more twist that way. Drop that top hand if that's good. You're opening this left shoulder up. One more breath here. Bring your hands back to heart center. Come up to seated. Again, kind of reset hips and shoulders. Make sure you didn't bring any tension into your shoulders in that motion, in that pose, and just let it go. I like to bring my fingertips onto the top of my shoulders. Do little circles to open and relax. Okay, so now let's do another little stretch. Bring your left arm up in an L shape and just guide your right arm underneath it, and then see if you can bring your palm back to face your other palm. If not, no problem, you can hold on to a rag or a belt and hold on to that if your hands are not finding each other. But what you're doing is getting this motion where you can push your arms to the center and you'll feel a nice stretch across the back of your shoulders. So with your left arm up, you're going to feel it more on the left side. So just breathe, gently pressing your arms together, feeling a nice stretch across the tops of your shoulders. We'll do one more breath here. You can unwind, open that up, roll that out, and then bring your right hand up at an L in front of you. Bring your left arm underneath it. See if you can bring your palms together. If not, just hold on to the rag and grab that. But you're putting that pressure, your arms pressing in toward each other. And you'll feel that stretch on the top of your shoulders. So right arm L, left arm underneath. I had it mixed. I'm really good at swapping the arms. Or saying left when I mean right. Make sure you bring your shoulders up as far as is comfortable. Don't have them collapsed. One more breath here. And if the sides aren't feeling balanced, that's a good thing to tune into. You can do more on your own time and spend more on the side that needs it. It's as simple as that. Practice balancing your body out. Okay. So let's do a little more relaxing into our low back by bringing our knees up one at a time. So I'm going to start with my right knee, and you can either hold it underneath your leg or on your kneecap, but just start to rock it open and close, left and right. You can do little circles if that's more comfortable, and there's lots of ways you can do this. You can have a towel underneath holding it, but really you're just opening your leg up. We're sitting on the edge of the chair, and see if you can do little circles. We're opening up that hip and breathing into the low back, anywhere you might feel a little tightness. Just notice it and really imagine it just dissolving with your breath, with your exhale. Do that until you're ready to bring a little motion into your knee. Pushing out through the heel, and you can keep your foot on the ground if that's more comfortable, We're just bringing a little stretch into our hamstring, inner thigh. You can circle your ankle. Bring it up if you want a little more. And pushing through the heel is a great way to stretch the back of the leg up into the hamstring. If you want a little more, you can see about bringing it out straight or even out to the side. Got a nice pop in my hip. Again, this is about you finding what stretch and openness your body is looking for today. Okay. A few more little circles. We'll bring our left leg into the mix to kind of reset again. Square on the chair. And then bring your left knee up toward your chest. You can either pull with your knee or underneath and begin to just wiggle it open left and right. Little circles. Again, bring a prop in if that's helpful. Start to straighten and bend your knee. Again, it can be down on the floor if that's helpful. You can even bring your chest toward your knee if you'd rather than bring your leg up. You'll find where your comfort zone is, where you're finding enough little stretch for yourself. You can bring it out straight if you like. And then see how much you can open up to the side. I'm going to turn. But I don't think you guys are watching me. You're paying attention to your own legs, your own hips, and seeing what they want to do for you today. Make sure you're breathing, not holding your breath. There's no right or wrong movement here. Just, I hope you switched out of that rolling chair. That was my warning in the beginning. If you're in a rolling chair, you need to pay attention to when it's time to slow down. Okay. So bring your arms back behind you. If you found any tightness there, feel free to massage your own low back. You can open your chest at the same time. We're going to do a little self-massage at the end of class today. Just spend a little time with our own bodies, finding where tension is asking for our fingers, our hands to explore, and just let it go. It's a great way to wind down this class. So we'll start by where we are on our low backs. I've just got a little fist and I'm just massaging my own low back. Invite you to do the same, or whatever else, if it's your hips that are asking for attention. Just breathing, letting your knuckles find little tight spots on either edge of your spine. Okay, let's go ahead, get back into a comfortable seat where your feet are planted on the ground. If it's more comfortable for you to have your back against the edge of the chair, that's just fine. I prefer to stay in kind of an alert position so I don't fall asleep or risk putting you to sleep, but be where you're comfortable. So again, I just invite you to close your eyes down. Begin to just follow your breath. See if you can keep your attention solely with your breath for the next few. Just watch it enter. Notice where you feel it. Do you feel the air hit your nose? Are you aware of your belly rising and falling? Find a spot to put your attention and see if you can just keep it there. And now with each breath, we're going to begin to just scan our bodies again. You can start at the top and move down. At the soles of your feet and move up. I'm going to start at the top and move down. So thinking about my scalp, the muscles in my face, just relaxing them, my ears, and if anything is pulling to you that you want to put your own hands on, gently tugging at your ears, giving a little massage to your earlobes and the little spot just outside of your ear canal. All the cartilage, you can just gently tug and pull them. And bring it into your jaw, down the back of your neck. Just keeping your breath nice and smooth. Placing your own attention on your own body. Scanning. For where you can invite relaxation. Low back, hips, maybe a little knee massage. Just take the next minute to place your attention wherever you would like. Again, bringing your attention back to your breath. Make sure you're not holding your breath, tensing anything up. Think of all the little muscles in your face, your eyeballs, your eyelids. Just feel them soften. Your cheeks soften, your throat, your tongue even. Feel your shoulders drop down away from your ears. Feel your low back relax into the chair. Your hips relax. Your thighs, your knees, your ankles. Just imagine every inhale is filling you up with the energy you need for the rest of your day. And every exhale is washing out everything that you don't need to be carrying. Cleansing your body, cleansing your mind. And just bring the focus of your attention back to where you feel your breath rising and falling. See if you can let any other thoughts just dissolve. And if thoughts creep in, that's totally normal. Just notice them and then let them pass. Bring your attention back to your body, back to your breath. Making that a priority for just these next few moments. Scanning again, make sure you're breathing. Allowing your body to be soft. Just focusing your loving attention on your own body. It's a gift to yourself. And it might not feel monumental in little bits, but when you make it a regular practice, it's amazing how your body will respond. And thank you for the simple gift of your attention. Our body sends us messages with little tinges or pains or aches, and so many times we're so busy with life that we can't be bothered to pay attention. But the more we can be in communication and curious about what our bodies are wanting to say to us and listen, it is invaluable. We can prevent so much pain and suffering in our own bodies by listening and heeding what it's really wanting to tell us, to slow down sometimes, to get rest, to say no to things so that we can rest and hydrate. Just simple things that we know to do. We just don't always do it. So I just want to encourage you to keep at it. Keep making time just like you are doing right now. To be good to yourself and be good to your body. Okay, with just the next few moments we have in class, I invite you to put one hand on top of your heart and put the other hand on top of that. Just come back in tune with your breath. Notice it. See if you can keep it nice and long and slow. Even after class is over, just take this feeling of spaciousness, relaxation back into your day. I'm going to do 3 big inhales and hum on the first 2 exhales, and then do an om on the third. And I invite you to join me if you're comfortable with that, or just sigh. Just a big audible sigh with the exhale is also really good. So on the first one, on the third one, I'll do an om. Om. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.